Hello, my lovely spectators. Diddy here. Welcome to my studio. Today you see a box. The box that is encompassing my studio, but it is a haul. It is a share. It is a Facebook Marketplace purchase that, as junk journalers, crafters, people using lacy bits and ribbons, you might enjoy. The person from whom I purchased this doesn't even know that I'm actually doing the unboxing. And so I am going to link her, one of her listings, so that you can go from there in order to look at whatever else she has. But her name is Debbie Shalago Jamel. And she basically has a bunch of ribbon and stuff like that on her Facebook Marketplace, because she is a shop owner in the location, which is Arizona. And she is liquidating some of her stuff. And so I purchased some items from her before. And this is actually my second purchase. So I did not do the first one, but I'm going to show you it first. So here we go. Now, I feel that the items are pretty much a good deal. Okay, so you'll see that she sells things by rolls. She sells them in sets, etc., etc. So this particular set, you can see how much is on here. I picked this set of colors. Okay, I liked it because it had sheer ends, and this is 1.5 inches wide. So I feel like this would be a lovely different type of stuff than what I have. Most of my stuff is completely solid, and I think these colors go with a lot of the things that I've been producing and are easy to blend in with a lot of different junk journals. So you have this peachy color, a creamy color, and then this nice I want to say denim blue. So I purchased this set, which I thought was great. Then she had another set that had the same kind of vibe. And look how much. So you're getting at least 10 yards for the most part on most of her things. And again, thought it was really cute. And it is also 1.5 inches. This one's double-sided. I say that because I really didn't know too much. You see a ribbon, you like it, you buy it, you go for it. But then you don't realize that it's single-sided, double-sided. So these are double-sided. So this was another set that I purchased from her, which was these 3 colors. Again, fitting in with, I think, the aesthetics that I tend to go towards. Green, because hello, that's my color, the color of my channel. And then this is like a grayish, purple, adjacent kind of hue, and then we've got this like dusty pink. So got those because, you know, variety. And then she had these, which I thought were adorable. Now these are like a straight up thin organza, but there is quite a lot of it here. And so these I thought were so fun because they have a polka dot, a light polka dot motif on them, design, whatever you call it. So I grabbed this one. These are 1.25 inches, so slightly small, slightly narrower, but again the same kind of, you know, aesthetics, the pink, the blue, and then like a black version with the dots, which you can actually see the dots a lot better when it's rolled up, but it's very subtle when you open them up. So this is her card, actually. So it's called Debbie's Ribbon Room, and she actually has an eBay shop, an Etsy shop. This is her Outlook email. This is her location, but she also does Facebook Marketplace items. So I'm definitely going to link up the Facebook Marketplace items, and here's your clear vision of the shop name, so you can do an eBay or a Etsy Google for that. And then she had sets that were a bunch of different ribbons, and you picked the one that you wanted. So I picked these 3. These are much wider. These are 2.25, and these are single-sided. So these I was thinking would be lovely additions to put on the spine of some journals that were a little narrower, or on the fabric journals. That most of her stuff is prints. Just love this print, and one of my go-to icons, symbols. I love a good feather. Not a big, huge gold person, but I couldn't pass up the feather. So single-sided, that's what I was talking about. But really nice quality, and you do get quite a decent good amount. And again, no, I'm not sharing prices, because what I may find is reasonable to me, you may think is not. And again, if you want to check it out, you can make that judgment call and decide from there. Then this felt the very junk journal to me, with this kind of, it's not a diamond, it's not a teardrop, it's like a combo thing with this pink and brown. I just loved it also. So I feel like this would be nice. I'm doing some brown toned, where are they? Oh, where did I put them? I started working on some brown toned journals. Let me grab this one just because. Now, I don't know if you would say that this wouldn't go with it, but I'm just grabbing this one for the sake of grabbing it. But once we have the signature in there, right, this is a nice size to wrap and cover, I think, your edges. If you wanted to cover your stitching, you didn't do a good job. Possibly even, I would say, deep enough maybe to even put as a shallow pocket here, and you could still stick something there. So yeah, I think this would be cute. You could put it across, have it as a belly band on both sides, you know, midway, horizontal. Maybe even put it as a belly band on the top to bottom. So I saw that there was benefit in having this style and this size of ribbon. So this was my first, and I was impressed by the quantity for what I paid. And so I said, you know what, let me keep an eye out on her. And the thing is that she's also willing to coordinate a box. So like each of these were individual listings, and I, you know, let her know what I was interested in, and she accommodated. She made a bundle. She combined shipping because each one of these had its own shipping price. And I said, you know, I really want a few different things, and we worked on which ones I wanted. She did her thing over there in Buckeye, Arizona, and sent me a special listing for the items that I was interested in. So I thought that that was fantastic that she was accommodating in that way. And so after getting this guy the other day, like within a couple days later, I went back in, because she's constantly putting up stuff, to see if she had added anything new that I would like to incorporate into my stash. And so this is where this box. Oh, so the last time it wasn't in a box. I don't think it was in a box. I think it was in a bag. You know, one of those nice padded bags, whatever. I think, if I remember correctly. And so today it's in a box. And the box says eBay, because, hey, she's an eBay seller. So I'm just going to open it. I haven't even opened it. I literally just came in. My little feetsies are all itchy because the mosquitoes are out. It's late afternoon here where I'm at. And yeah. So I'm not a happy camper in terms of, you know, that situation with the little creatures. So let me see. Can I get this any higher? No. I really need to adjust this situation here, because I can't get this any higher. So let's look. You can see that she does package well. Now there's one in here that it's crazy amount, which I'm going to be gifting, and I can also put something in my Ko-fi shop. But I thought it was fun, so I got a few different type of things. One of the things was this, and I'm sure I could probably find this anywhere else, but I figured, you know what, I'm gonna shop to people who have their shops on Facebook. So let me take out all the bundles. And this is the thing that is the humongous amount that I have. So I'm not going to take this one out because it is ridiculously whatever. It's a ridiculous amount. But it looks so fun. It could be edging. And I think that I do want to incorporate this on the edging. of journals. So we have this. And even though I'm not trying to underscore her, if you're interested in some of this to share, we can talk about doing a little swappy of it, and then I could send you some of mine too. Anyway, so that was one thing that I received that was from the second order that she hadn't had up, and I thought it was so much fun. The next thing was this, which is web lace. It's 100% polyester. This is more of a novelty item, and so it's a lot, and I wish she had, but she didn't have another style. But I love a good Halloween. I own tarantulas, so this just felt like so much fun. So this could easily become a pocket. Let's grab another one of my little covers that I've been playing around with over here, and just because say, oh no. Okay, sorry. Things are slipping and sliding. I still have to sew these, but something I was working on. Imagine you put that right there, right? And you have your little pocket. Now it does have the wiring, which I'm sure is very easy to kind of just pull out. So I could easily do this as a nice huge pocket on a Halloween kind of a journal. I mean, it is limiting to Halloween, but I'm also thinking, like, since I'm gonna start trying to, like, what is it called? Take out the sewing machine and play with it. It's big enough that I think I might be able to even make like envelopes and stuff. So that's something that I'm gonna play with. Maybe I'll share it on the channel. I'm not sure because I can't promise something that I don't know how to do yet. So, but hey, we can all have aspirations. So here's our other item that was just fun. So the furry blue, and this was just like fun, and let's just have fun. So I will find tape for this much later. I'll put this in the box. Okay, and so here's some more ribbon. Let me get this out the way. That I said to myself I really wanted, and when I saw it, I love this. That's so sweet the way she packaged it. Last time she put them all together. This time little individuals. It's so nice. So I have again colors that I feel fit the vibe of junk journaling. So of course I gotta grab the green. This was actually a set. She had 3 or 4 listings of this. 2 were already sold out, so I grabbed one because I thought it was just beautiful. And again, this is it is kind of like, I feel like it is kind of single-sided, but not really. Like this looks a little duller than this, but I don't mind that. I don't think it's something that you would notice, but I think it's beautiful to add for like a closure. A lot of the stuff I have is like chiffon or really satiny. This is a nice matte kind of thing. And this is again, 1.5 inches. So, and I feel like I got a good bang for my buck. So you know, like I said, you go and check it out because I think for me, it's worth it. So we got those 4. So that was a new style to bring in. And so that's double-sided for the most part. And then this one here is more, I think more single-sided. I grabbed another couple of these funky little patterns. These were a set. So she had these listed as a set. And then she had these guys. So I thought these were so cool. I don't know. I just like the design. Again, single-sided, but it's not white. It's got this nice solid color of purple. Not purple. This is purple. Caught my eye. Pink to put on a binding edge. It's only 1.5 inches, but I think to put on the edge. And honestly, with this one, you know, this one could, I think, be one that you could even just do this. Usually you put the lace on the edge, but like who says you couldn't sew that on there and have this little guy right there? I think that would be adorable. Provided it's going with the right with the right pattern. But yeah, so let me close this up. So she had pink, red, blue, and this purple color. I don't recall if there are other ones being put up or whatnot, but like I said, go check her out and look how much. That's, to me, it's a good amount. Again, maybe I'm just naive to it. So with this one, it's the one that I purchased this for was this one. So let me show you that first because it was a whole set. You had to buy them all. But I love this. I think this is such a beautiful paisley print. I love a little bit of sheen. Meanwhile, I'm not a gold girl. I'm a silvers girl. But this is again 1.5 inches. I thought it was just really, really pretty. I felt like it would fit into journaling so seamlessly. I loved it. Then the second one was this kind of like I want to say that if it almost feels like camouflage, but it almost feels like landscape. But I thought that, you know, we do a lot of journals that are botanical based, you know, birds and the thing. I think this would go with that aesthetic beautifully. And then I have a couple that I'm like, not so sure of. This one feels a little baby, but I think that an Easter or a spring journal, this could easily be incorporated, again, single-sided. So I was happy to have that in the mix. And then this guy I thought was fun. Fun, fun, fun. Not a huge orange girl, to be honest. Not a huge gold girl. But it was fun. And now that I see it in person, I like it even more. You know, it could be part of a Halloween. It could be a fun birthday kind of journal if you do something more specific to that. Fall-ish adjacent, possibly, because of the orange tones in there. But I feel like it is a really fun color. Now, this is the only one that I'm like, it says I love you. So Valentine's Day, I guess, is the way to go with this one. But again, I didn't ask her about swapping out anything because she had set packs that she was selling. So I just took it and just, you know, ordered the whole set and called it done. So I don't know if that's something that she would do, because then she would have to retake her pictures or cross out things, and I don't know. So I don't want to make more of a headache for her. It is pretty. It is something that you could put for a journal that you're making for an engagement party, or engagement items. Like, you know, if you're making those kind of folios, you could incorporate it there. A junk journal, I'm not so sure, but you know, I have it. I'll figure out a way to use it. I'm not mad at it. So anyway, guys, so this is my haul. It's gonna go in my stash, and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna start incorporating because, like, you know, I've done hauls before. I usually try to do a thumbnail. There's probably no thumbnail on this because I just want to have it up and ready to go, and so it will just be right there with just the word haul. And I'm gonna, just like I said, add her information in the description below. So if you want to hit me up for some of that blue fringy thing, hey, why not? I mean, I'm sending, you know, her way. I'm going to post the video. Then I'm going to let her know that I've sent the video out. If you want to reach out to her and you're going to be whatever, you know, buying some stuff for her, you could say, hey, you know, Dervin, because that's my real name, or Sanchez, you know, showed me your video, showed me your stuff in your video, in her video, and I loved it. Anyway, so until next time, I will see you then. Ciao, ciao. Bye.